My name is Jacob Weiss, born and raised in Portland, Oregon. I'm a father of three, Sunny, Violetta, and Kaylin. And my wife is Joanna, and we all live together in Molalla, Oregon. Oh man, Kaylin, she is the most fun, energetic, interesting child. She's definitely unusual compared to most kids, but she's like my best friend. All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
She's definitely a girly girl. She plays with unicorns, and she loves to cook, and she loves it when I, go out of my way to start cooking with her. It's kind of one of her favorite things is that we can do together.
10.
Her dog is her emotional support animal. Her world kind of revolves around him most of the time.
This is Yarao. He's my little baby.
He's very protective of Kaylin.
He is. Because he loves me so much.
When she was living with her mother, she became one of those students that kind of fell off and didn't end up making it to school every day. It became really common to be tardy all the way to the point where I want to say upwards of 30 plus days of complete, absences. I mean, obviously that comes with being, behind in school and struggling with all of the subjects, as well as just like not having a lot of friends because you're just not there to, socialize. At the point of when both me and Kaylin's mother separated, I went from everything going great to, disaster. It became very, very clear that, marijuana was smoked regularly, as the smell was pungent just about every time I picked Kaylin up. And it went on to finding out that they were drinking and driving with the kids in the cars. That was on Kaylin's shoulders. She was actually expected to keep it quiet, and an argument turned into the boyfriend taking the kids into the bedroom and my daughter's mother breaking down the door with a knife, and while my daughter had to call 911 and say, this is happening. And every day it was a concern on whether or not, Kaylin's long-term life is going to be affected by mom's decisions. The worst part about every bit of that is that mom had sole custody. I didn't have any, ability to make any changes. At that point, I looked into finding an attorney, and my wife actually was one who stumbled across St. Andrew's Legal Clinic. It seemed too good to be true. I mean, after going through and spending all my money before a couple times, and you already know it's going to be an uphill battle from that point, the standpoint of not having the money just to throw at the problem. We met with Chris, and she was like a guardian angel right out of the gate. She told us how, everything was going to be affordable, that not to have to worry about dumping everything we have into, immediate moment. From that point forward, it was, I felt like I had a backbone. I mean, I felt like going from being, incapable of doing anything to, okay, I'm covered. I can, make these choices, and I have somebody behind me telling me that I'm making the right choice and that I'm allowed to make this choice, and that she even gave me her personal number to the point where whenever something came up that I could directly contact and wasn't left hanging and not sure what to do. I mean, sometimes we wouldn't be able to make a payment. We'd call them and they'd be perfectly fine. They'd say, they even offered at that point that, if you want to take a month off or 2 months off of making your payment, whatever's going to work to make your life easier. We went through a court battle, and I mean, it was uphill, but in the end I did end up getting sole custody, and I'm just very thankful that Chris was understanding, and she was incredibly involved.
My favorite thing about living with my dad is probably just hanging out with the family and like them helping me out with schoolwork.
Without St. Andrew's Legal Clinic, my daughter's life would be potentially just a downward spiral. We have a very regular family standard situation. I mean, Kaylin's going to school. She's not missing any school. She loves going to school now. And thanks to St. Andrew's Legal Clinic, my family and my daughter have a much brighter future.